Hi, fans. I want to talk today. I was watching John Kerry. He was outraged by the behavior where the soldiers humiliated the Iraqi prisoners. Come on, John. It's a little fun and games, John. Didn't you ever want to have a little fun and games, John? Out there in the Mekong Delta after a firefight, you're still all wound up. You got a couple of VC captives sitting there smirking at you. It's your boat, John. They don't laugh at you in your boat. Make them stop laughing, John. That never happened. Then Bush gets on Arab TV to apologize for these events. As if the average Arab gives a damn. They're laughing at our weakness and our fake solemnity and piety. The average Iraqis who recognized those guys in the photos were probably terrorized by them, and the only part they didn't like is that they were kept alive at the end. We don't get the Middle East culture at all, okay? And I'll tell you where this civilization clash really came to a head. It can be traced back to Brooke Burke when she started Wild on E, okay? Because first they kept it cool, the usual party spots, Ibiza, some Greek island. Then suddenly she's in Morocco. I was like, whoa, be careful, this could be trouble. Because Morocco consider themselves to be Arabs. They're not, they're like Brazilians, you know, they stay up late and they like to party. But they speak Arabic, so they mistake themselves for Arabs, but they're close enough to the real Arabs in the Middle East that one of Brooke's titty and ecstasy parties woke them up and they're like, hey, what's going on over there? Then they see the whole Western decadence and they track Brooke's route. They realize Spain to Greece, Morocco, and they realize it's the same route the Crusaders took, you know, back in the day. Mecca can only be nearby. She's like the advanced team. In the old days, they'd use like the missionaries. Now it's the trust fund Euro trash and the Coke horse. But, you know, Now, when you hear about this, well, you're not going to be that blown away by it. Strip clubs in 18 states are registering voters with the hope of swaying to 2004.
That'll be news.
Either way, the strip clubs are trying to sway people against Bush for the next election. How do you feel about that? Look, here it is. Presidential election. Oh, erection. What do you think? Now even the strippers are turning on him.
What next? Glory holes in the voting booths?
Not the worst idea in town.
I know.
But I had a problem with the article when they kept talking about the women as being exotic dancers. They're not exotic, and they're not dancers. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing... You know, it's like saying a pedophile is an exotic babysitter. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty funny.
Stop the bull.
The bull S.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. But I think it's a good idea, you know, because then this man was in the strip clubs for like what, 20 years without voting.
Oh.
Did you read the article?
No.
20 years he hasn't voted. In 20 years he's been going to the strip club.
What's wrong with not voting?
No, I mean he was placing his vote, but in a different way. But I just think that it's a bad idea to make these people decide how my America's going to be. You know.
But don't you think it's also smart in the long run? People are interested in sex and violence in the world, so the more you focus, other things are going to win them in there. That's the only way to get people excited.
Well, you acting like voting's a good thing. Why is voting a good thing?
Oh,
what are you going to do? Go with
Why
Bush or
not?
Kerry? They're absolutely identical. There's no difference. It's like
His politics is supposed to be boring.
There's no difference at all. Bush and Kerry are identical. It's like when Curly Howard was told by Mo, pick two fingers. Whatever two he picked, they still poked him in the eye. It's time to say, I'm not picking any fingers. You put someone good, I'm not voting. What are you saying? Kerry's going to be better? Kerry won't stop the war. Kerry won't put more porno in. Kerry will do jack.
But wait a minute.
He's the same as Bush.
You're speaking like a white male that has...
I am a white male. How do I speak differently? You want me to speak like a black woman, yo-yo?
No, that's what I'm saying. So if we don't vote, we aren't...
So you're going to vote, what are you going to get? What black woman is running this in one of the two major parties?
Well,
what black woman is running?
Down Central Park in a minute.
Exactly. So are you... Is
this guy's a real firebrand. Wait, before you get into it, Jim, wait, let me just say something.
I'm a black woman.
Hey, let me just say something. First of all, stop. First of all, Oh, let me ask you this, though. But Jim, say something first. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I don't need a Russian illegal alien telling me who to vote for. You know what I mean? That's all the strippers are. But, you know, and then they're telling me to vote for Kerry.
Well, actually,
They're telling me to vote for Kerry.
They weren't
Meanwhile,
actually
when I
saying
walk
that.
out of it, the only thing I'm thinking about is Bush.
But let me ask you this. Wait.
That was a joke.
Let me ask you something, Penn.
It was a pubic hair joke. I'm sorry.
Penn. Don't try to... listen to me. When you say Kerry Bush, neither one of them is going to stop the war.
No.
But you're acting like there is some person in some country somewhere, this ideal person that would stop war, or would stop poverty, or would stop anything like that. That doesn't exist anywhere in the world since time began.
So why are you voting for one that will just keep
It's
it going
called
the same way?
democracy. Have you been here?
Because it's the
I've been here.
closest.
I've lived in this country.
It's not
I've lived here.
perfect. It's not going to be ideal for
So
anybody.
you're going to
ever.
go for the lesser of two evils?
That's usually
Did
the way to
anybody
go.
vote
That's
for
the way it
Bush or
goes.
for Gore, or did
getting
they
off
just
the
vote
point.
against Bush or against Gore? Then in the last
lesser of
election,
two evils.
did anyone... lesser of
have
two
to
evils is
pick
good,
the
right?
lesser-
Well, I think I think the United States and Iraq is the lesser of two evils.
You do?
Yeah.
As opposed to...
Saddam.
Saddam. Okay. So you're happy with the way things are going, so you're voting Bush?
I wouldn't say I'm happy with the way things are going, but I would say that I'm not sure if I'm going to vote yet for Bush, but if I had to vote today, I'd vote for Bush.
Okay.
Because...
3 people are with you.
I didn't say it was a
Actually,
popular...
there's more
Yeah,
than
4 people were with me. Oh, yeah, these people... That was an overwhelming mob scene.
That is New York.
Let's talk about something else.
But you're talking like a white man.
Okay, May is National Masturbation Month, and to
No,
celebrate...
every month is National Masturbation Month. It's like having a month to breathe. How about May we breathe? How about that for an idea?
Why do they pick May? May is Mother's Day month. Jesus. I mean,
That's a good
what am I going to
point.
send her a box of chocolate shaped like a big I mean,
You
It
did
always
last
creeps me
year.
out
What's
when people send their mother's Valentine's candy. It's a little creepy to me even then. It's like, that's for girlfriend. Mother's Day is for mother. But I think it's a bad move, too. May is National Masturbation Month because, you know, you shouldn't be masturbating when it's light out. Only when it's dark, because or else it's really your impetus for the whole day. You ever whack off in the morning? What are you going to do the rest of the day? What's the point?
HBO said they're doing this to make people aware of female masturbation.
Oh,
I've been
have you
very
ever put
aware.
on the HBO? Every time you put on HBO, it's like 3 girls with a cucumber or a carrot. It's like the Food Network.
Jim, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, don't give me
You
the
got a
last
pubic hair
line,
joke?
because it's not
You're
going
not
to
getting the last line.
He's got a pubic hair
Jim's
joke all
sitting
set.
there in his ski sweater in May trying to get a joke in.
National Masturbation Month. You got the ski sweater.
Keep it warm.
Now listen to me. You know, I don't know. What's the next subject?
Why? What
Move
is
it.
We didn't even get started on the masturbation.
Okay, then let's look at last year's winner of the masturbation. Now, do you see my wait, they once did this thing about Eleanor Duse. She was like a famous actress from the 1800s. They said Duse's blush. I just made my face go red. I wasn't really whacking off. I mean, I'm as good as the most famous actress that nobody heard of except me, Eleanor Duse. Because look, I made my face red like I was about to, you know,
Why is
ejaculate.
there all guys around, though?
We'll be right back. And so will you and oil.
Yeah, exactly.
In the film Super Size Me, which opens this weekend, it's not porno, Morgan Spurlock, this guy ate every meal at McDonald's for 1 month. He gained 24 pounds. His cholesterol rose by 65 points. Here's a clip of Morgan Spurlock.
Can I get the double quarter pounder with cheese meal? I think I'm gonna have to go supersize.
Seems like you're starting to get addicted to it now.
Look at how big that thing is.
Let me get the mixed stomach ache. Right now I got some of the gas.
He's a genius.
You know what? I think the messages go to Burger King.
What do you guys think? Is he a genius? I mean, it is kind of a simple thing.
It's stupid. We all know this.
But of course, it's a big hit, like at film festivals.
Well, that's because it's another way for rich people to make fun of poor people. Ooh, they eat at McDonald's. How stupid are they? It's the same thing.
They really are, though. They really are.
I mean,
look, if you eat anything for 30 days straight, the same thing, you could eat Heidi Klum for a month straight. You're going to get sick. At least one of the weeks. That's a bad example.
I wish. I know.
You're in a good mood, Ben.
I wish you would have said, like, David Beckham's wife, because then he cheated on her. What's up? No, what do you guys think? Oh, screw
But
it.
this guy's saying, like, you know, that proves that obesity is a disease. A disease, it's not a disease. A disease is something you usually catch.
Right.
You don't run into somebody 6 months later, they put 100 pounds on, like, oh, man, what happened? Oh, I caught obesity. You know, yeah, too bad you didn't catch lockjaw.
I don't know. I just don't see this whole idea of a stunt type. It's like David Blaine gets in a box for a month and doesn't eat. This guy goes to McDonald's and does eat. It's just like, you know, DJ stunts. It doesn't really make any sense at all. I'll eat nothing but McDonald's and no rap.
But now they're not going to superstar. I'm sorry. Go ahead, black woman.
You're good. You're really good. No, really. No, but once again, this is what I'm getting out of it. I don't want to be like this all the time, but it is true that white people think we are really interested in their bodily functions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I eat, I got gas, I got throw up, or you know what I'm saying? I don't want to know what you're doing.
But let's be honest. When it comes to Mickey D's, you can't blame that on us. That's your peeps that love that place.
We didn't make Mickey Donald's. That was some white guy.
But you hang out there like it's Cheers. Everybody's hanging out.
That's crazy.
Come on.
That's crazy. I don't go to McDonald's. I don't
All
like
the black,
McDonald's.
all the young black dudes know the girls are going, yo, let me get a cheeseburger. You want to get fries? It's cheaper. All right, give me fries too, yo.
We're only 11% of the population. If it was up to us to keep McDonald's open, McDonald's would be closed.
You're eating 90% of the McRibs.
Coaches of a middle
I don't think McDonald's is a racial issue.
It
is. Become a racial issue.
They don't live in New York City.
Okay, maybe that's why.
If people bring it up, it's going to be racial. If people bring up race, we get race.
Mayor McCheese won't even go into the McDonald's on 42nd Street. It's so dangerous.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about Mayor McCheese.
Where do you live,
Coaches of a middle school basketball team in New Jersey are facing disciplinary action for giving a 13-year-old player, they surprised him with a crybaby award for whining he wasn't playing enough. They told him we won't have an award for him. He shows up, they give him the crybaby award. All right, the coach has obviously got his own thing, but what do you think about this?
It's just more of that, just those school sports with their frustrated jocks that never made it, that find one big kid and try to push him around. I was 6'6", I was 250. They tried to make me play football, basketball. These same kind of loser math teachers at government schools, they should all just die. Leave the kids alone. Just leave the kids alone. Sports suck. Sports kill more kids than guns. It's an evil thing. If you're in sports, quit them. Don't play them in high school.
Yeah, because
it's awful. Crybaby award, I would get that and be proud. I'd be proud of whining. At least when you're whining, you're not hurting someone else.
Good. No wonder Teller doesn't say much.
Exactly.
Now listen. Go ahead.
Bad touch. Bad touch. That was bad touch. You were up above the knee.
Jesus.
You touched me above the knee.
That's creepy.
That'd be really creepy.
Yeah, keep
It's got to touch me.
But if you played sports, you'd be like, that's a man.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. Holy Jesus Christ. Now, what are you saying? I want to hear from it. Well, let's hear from Jim for a change. Jim, talk.
I played basketball in middle school, and I was on the team. I never played because I was the only white guy.
Yeah.
And I didn't cry about it either.
But
you know what I mean? No, because I knew if I left the bench, my wallet would get stolen and my white girl.
Wow.
Why? Were there Mexicans on the team too?
No.
They don't like baseball and boxing. Forget about it. Now, Nick, you probably have the exact opposite opinion to him because he played football.
We're living in a soft
You play
culture now.
professional
No,
football?
not professional. Look at this shirt. Is it professional? Jesus Christ.
College football you play?
Yeah, I play
so that
college.
makes you a big tough jock crybaby?
Ooh. That makes you a 6'4" pussy.
6'6" pussy.
He's 6'6".
6'6" pussy.
Sorry.
Look, fellas.
Should have supersized. Are we done?
We'll be right back after the show just flies.
Thank you.